Hey everyone, Dominic here, and over the next few minutes, we're going to talk about 3 strategies that you can use to literally double your average order value and skyrocket your profit overnight. So, if you've never heard of me before, my name is Dominic Mayu. I run a company called DM Corporations, and we help Shopify-based e-commerce brands scale to millions of dollars of profitable revenue through something we call revenue optimization. So, without further ado, let's get right into these average order value tactics. So, first things first, let's talk about the importance of average order value and what improving it can mean to the bottom line of your business. See, AOV is the art of maximizing each purchase that comes through your website. So, let's start with a real life case study from one of our partner accounts. To remain confidentiality, we're going to use real numbers, but we're going to hide their product and brand names. With the 3 strategies that we're about to go through, these are all responsible for bringing this brand's AOV up from $145 per order to $235 per order. So let's demonstrate the importance of this together. So it went from 145 here to 235. Now, we're going to walk through this example. Let me make my face a little bit smaller so we can actually see this. Awesome. So here's how they started. So this is a current partner of mine. They specialize in selling high-end premium heated apparel. So they started at around 50,000 sessions per month. This is where they were at when we started working together. They converted at 4% after we went in and revamped everything, doing about 2,000 orders per month with the original AOV sitting at $145. Now, their average cost per acquisition was $50. That was coming from Meta, with their average price or their average cost of goods sitting about $40. So per order that they had coming through is about $90 for that cost per acquisition and product price. Now, obviously, there's a little bit more that goes into that. You can probably add another 10%, of just random costs. But just to keep things simple, we'll stick with the CPA and the cost of goods here. So $90. Now, at 50,000 sessions per month at a 4% conversion rate, that means they were doing about $290,000 a month in gross revenue, $180,000 a month in the costs, leading to about $110,000 in profit. Now, obviously, that's before they pay taxes, any credit card fees, any agencies, things like that, but pretty dang good. But how can we make this way better? So all of these metrics remain the same. Basically, this was in January. We decided to really go after and hone in the AOV. So it was already converting well, where we brainstormed how can we actually increase this profit. So all of these numbers remain about the same. So 50,000 sessions a month, converting at 4%, still 2,000 orders per month. But we went from 145 to 235 using the strategies we'll go through in this video. The CPA remained at $50, but because they were actually ordering more, the product price, the cost of goods went up about 50% to $60. But you're going to see the impact this actually makes in profit here shortly. So that means the average cost went from about $90 here to $110, and their gross revenue bumped all the way up to $470. Their cost bumped up to $220, and that means their profit more than doubled to $250,000 a month in profit. Now, this was simply from bumping their AOV up $90 per order. They added $140,000 a month in profit. So this is basically just to demonstrate how valuable that optimizing average order value can be. It's a lot more than just overall revenue. It actually directly attributes to your overall profit every single month. So let's just get right into these strategies. So first things first is we dialed in our post-purchase upsell strategy through one-click upsell. Now, if you've never heard of this, it allows you to create an upsell funnel to your customers after they purchase, meaning it doesn't conflict with the user journey at all, and they can add the products to their original order with a click of a button without actually having to enter their credit card information again. Now, this is probably the easiest and most effective way to grow your average order value by 20% overnight if you don't have this set up already. So this is an example from Kettle and Fire, really successful bone broth brand. So basically you go through the entire checkout funnel, you press purchase, and then this screen pops up. Now, all I have to do is press this yes, send me more, and it immediately adds this product to my original order. Now, here's an example from One Click Upsell, which is the app I recommend. There's a ton of apps you can use after buy, after sell. I like One Click Upsell because it's super simple. You can set up A/B tests, and yeah, it's just simple. Honestly, it doesn't have as many features as some of the other ones, but I love the simplicity. So here's how I build out these funnels. So first things first is the first upsell, you want to be a very relevant product with a discount. So as you can see here with this product, we were split testing a 30% discount versus a $5 off discount, which is actually pretty funny because at this price point, 30% off is actually about $10 off. And you'll see the $5 off is significantly beating the 30% off. So a 7% conversion rate, this is adding $2.20 per visit, which is huge. So this first upsell is where you're going to make a majority of that money. Now, upsell 2, this is shown to people that actually take this first upsell. So if we launch this one live, about 7% of all orders are going to be seeing this one. Now, this one is obviously going to convert really high just because they already have a high purchase intent. So we offered even a bigger discount at 50%. It's converting at 22%, adding $3.08 per visit. So you can see how powerful this is. Now, obviously, these are lower ticket items because this is actually a lower ticket brand. But if you have higher ticket items, these just bounce significantly. These move up significantly. So, and then you want to finish it with a downsell. Now, you do want to be pretty careful with your downsell. The downsell is what it shows to people if they say no to the initial upsell. So you don't want to hammer these guys too hard. Downsells can be hit or miss. I would launch it, see how it converts. If it converts at less than, I would say 5%, you probably just want to wipe it. This brand, I don't have a screenshot, but their downsell actually converts at 12%. We are offering the same product as bought at 50% off. So obviously really big discount, but the downsell converting at 12% brings in, I believe, an additional $3 per visit as well. So you can see the power of this post-purchase upsell funnel. It's super easy. You can set this up in probably an hour. It doesn't take a lot of tech knowledge, and it can immediately boost your AOV literally overnight. So that's the first strategy. Get this set up. Use whatever app you want to use. Again, I use One Click Upsell just because I love the simplicity. But if you want some more features, I think After Buy, I believe it's called, even has some AI integrations now. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I love the simplicity of the A/B testing. I always have tests going on. And yeah, that's the first piece. All right. So next is relevant upsells throughout the funnel. This was huge for the original brand that we were talking with the case study. So here's an example of a relevant cross-sell throughout the funnel. This one's obviously on the product page for Ridge Wallets, which is an absolutely exceptional brand, great website, great marketing, great product. I highly recommend you check these guys out. But the key here is making the cross-sells as relevant to the original product as possible. So for example, if you sell bicycles, you could cross-sell a helmet. You could cross-sell wheels. If you sell gaming consoles, you could cross-sell a controller. You could cross-sell extra RAM. If you sell vacuums, sell additional accessories to the vacuums, different tubes and attachments, different features, things like that. So the more relevant that your cross-sell is to the original product, the better it's going to sell. Now, obviously, this cross-sell should ideally be at a lower price point than the original product, but as profitable as possible. So I'm assuming this strap for them probably costs less than $1, and they're selling it for $17. So you want these to be as extreme, like as profitable as you possibly can with the cost of goods super, super low. So yeah, that's kind of that piece. Once you have your cross-sells in place, like once you have the actual product developed, you want to basically plaster these throughout your sales process, probably starting on the product page through upsells like this, You can add them to your cart. You can even add them to your checkout. Yeah, this is a great example of a great upsell. Let me make my face a little smaller here. And yeah, you can even make unique product pages for these as well. If people want to come and just order these products, I've seen that happen in the past where they may not actually order it on the first purchase. They get the product, then they realize they want it, so they come back. So I'd also recommend creating unique product pages. But yeah, this actually bumped the AOV up 30% for the case study brand when we added basically extra batteries that went with the product. So this is huge. This was even bigger for us than the post-purchase upsell. I would say that that is rare. Typically, that post-purchase upsell is going to bring in the biggest lift, but it shows the power of super relevant upsells. So the last strategy is once your cross-sells are set up, there's one more option to apply. Now, I will start by saying this strategy doesn't apply to everybody, but a lot of companies can take advantage of this, and that is bundling. Now, whether that means bundling the same product into groups of multiples or bundling different products together, this can be a game changer for your overall AOV. Now, believe it or not, Shopify just stated that companies that focus on bundling can raise their AOV by over 30% on average. That's coming directly from Shopify data, and that is absolutely massive. A 30% boost to your AOV simply through bundling. When you power that with the upsells, when you power that with post-purchase upsells and cross-sells, you can see how you can double that AOV very, very quickly. Now, there's a lot of ways that you can do this, so get creative. But if you are able to bundle your products, again, whether that's groups of the same product or just different products that kind of go well together, then definitely go for it because it can be a game changer. Here's an example from Bulletproof Coffee. Obviously, just combining the same products into 3-packs at a small discount looks like 10% off if you get the 3-pack. Awesome. Now, bonus strategy. I said I was only going to deliver 3, but I wanted to include a little industry secret to help you not only bump up the AOV, but bump it up with complete profit. Now, this is something that we call priority processing, and it's something I almost immediately integrate with all of my partners. Priority processing is basically just a cross-sell that allows your customers to quote unquote skip the line and get their order processed first. Believe it or not, this gets an average take rate of 5 to 20% of your total orders. Now, I've experimented with price points all the way between $2 and $25, depending on the price of the product. Typically, I try to hover for about 10 to 20% of the total product price. Now, the best part is setting this up is actually super easy. You can simply tag these orders as priority and work with your fulfillment team to actually make sure that they get fulfilled before the other orders. It's not hard to set up yourself through Shopify flows, through the tags, or you can use a developer to actually bump those orders up to the top. But this is an example of one of my partners. You can actually check this little cross-sell right here out as well. Very similar to Ridge. But yeah, like I said, 5 to 20% of the total orders will take this. And this is obviously complete 100% profit, whatever you set this price point as. If you have a $100 product, set this at $9.99. If you get 100 orders in a day and 10% take that, right, that's an additional $100 a day of pure profit. That is pure money in your pocket. So this is extremely valuable, and I definitely recommend setting this up. So like I said, these strategies all combined genuinely do have the ability to double your AOV overnight if you set them up correctly. And the best part is none of these are too terribly complicated. I'd say the hardest part is sourcing those cross-sell products if you don't have them already. But the post-purchase upsell can literally be set up in an hour. The bundling can be set up very quick. If you already have the products to cross-sell, coding this in with a developer will take an hour. So all of this can be set up overnight and can immediately make an impact. So that's 3 strategies plus the bonus strategy on how to increase your AOV basically overnight. Now, if you have an e-commerce company that's doing at least $10,000 a month and you're struggling with growth and getting your website profitable, there's going to be a link below where you can schedule a call with me to actually analyze your website and see if there's any potential for us working together. There's another link below that'll take you to our 1-hour e-commerce mastery course, where you'll learn the ins and outs of e-commerce to help your brand scale. Now, this course is totally free. All I ask is for your email. You'll get full access to this course. It actually dives a little bit deeper into some of these AOV strategies, as well as some conversion rate strategies and some customer lifetime value strategies, which all hone into the revenue optimization aspect. So totally your call on clicking on either of these links, but I just wanted to throw both those out there. I hope you got some value from this video, and I'd love to talk to you soon. So have a good day. Thanks.